If you don't follow Radio Democracy, last Monday, earlier this week, we do a story, or we get a studio guest, we get concerned, but tablets them, we say government and partners them been the procure for ensure say they support the free quality education. And then tablets now over 6,000 tablets them, but according to the civil society representative, we now from Citizens Forum for Democratic Accountability, Marcus Bangura, get concerned about the delay them, and they been point finger to Mohammed Kalon, we now the procurement specialist for this project, but by then Mohammed Kalo not be able to come in the studio, but we been get him online. As he say, he one can respond to some of them concern here. Make we get another the studio this morning. Once again, good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, make we go down studio one and listen to Marcus Bangura in concern them for we listeners and viewers them on the tablet procurement them we they are for respond to.
When you talk about these solar tablets, they also will talk about effective service delivery, because I tell you say this is a program we start 2020, right? In 2021, then we therefore do the first adverts for make people apply for the solar tablets. The application was done. Then one company they get for Winam. He make a submission, but at the end of the day, then discover say the tablets can be substandard. So as a result of that, I think the money they will get for refund the money back. Then eventually, in 2022, we get the same thing back where they also advertise, and during that particular period, a lot of companies they apply. Two companies will come out, where they invite for make them actually do the bidding. One now Duco Pro, one company we get we're a foreign company, and also TY Memory Masters, we're a TMM, we're an indigenous company in the country. So as a result of that, then do the application. But one thing first, before I come directly into it, let me take this opportunity first for commend the president because of the free quality education, right? But they discover say over time government the losses about $300,000 every month as a result of ghost teachers, right? And if you find out say according to the statistics, at the time we get about 38,000 teachers. And out of the 30,000 teachers, they find out, say, 15% of them teachers and they not active. We would call ghost teachers. So as a result of that, the pay teachers about 1,200. When you put all that together, government realize, say, then the loss is about $300,000. So they find ways and means for make sure, say, they stop this thing. So the World Bank come inside for this support, because World Bank we don't support similar project in the Philippines. It come out to be very successful. And being that Leone faced the same problem, because if you agree with me, say, from 10, the first ghost teachers, even the late Minister of Education, is it bad? He fed ghost teachers. Then after the change of government, the current Chief Minister was also Minister, he fed ghost teachers. But to date, they're not able to get control of that. So, meaning that the idea was a very good initiative for make them get solar taps. And when they say solar taps, very effective and efficient taps, way so strong that even if you send inside water, right, it will be very, very, use them back effectively. Because the reason being, then you want about 6,000 taps for about 6,000 public schools. And then taps, then they will help for track teachers' attendance. We also say effective service delivery, because we always say for some time for quite too long, school picking and not face deprivation, because not all teachers are going to class. Even some way regular, they're not effective in a class. So, but with that particular solar tab day, it will help for track teachers then, it will help for effective service delivery. So one of the major concerns are the fact, say, why the delay? Imagine it's 4 years now, right? 4 years, a project of this nature don't come, we don't get support from the World Bank, then all of a sudden, just few people waiting at the ministry, especially the free education secretariats. We get the coordinator, we also get the procurement officer, we now want Mohamed Kalon, right? So then two people also, but of course, in as much as they head them, they don't delay the process, right? If you look at the second bidding, because I tell you the first bidding, substandard tabs, they present sub and standard tabs. Because of that, they decide, okay, then 1 year not too fit for purpose. So because of that, they decide to withdraw that. So when the second bidding come, TY, as I tell you, TY and this Dukopo company, right, they invite them for bid. So they do the bidding. Then after we then do the bidding, if they find out, say, TY, that is the TMM, the money we them give in the procurement, right, the budget, was about 800,000 less than the amount we Dukopo give, right? But in all of that, there's still the guardian foot. That is to say, the coordinator as well as the procurement officer, the guardian foot for make that work.
This World Bank, they support government for this initiative, but now Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education and also the Free Quality Education project secretariats they implement. The procurement process, as Yusuf mentioned, then be introduced but cancel the initial procurement due to substandard products then. And also they relaunch them in 2022. Also then cancel that because of pricing and come with them again in 2023. The issue of manipulation, irregularities, now the watchword for this project. What do you think say they lead to all this? We now World Bank funding to government for support the free quality educations, but term like this associated with them.
Yes, definitely, because one of the major reasons that this issue of lack of accountability and transparency, that also when you get few people at the helm of affairs, they manipulate situations just because they want their own person to succeed. Because if you look at this situation now, this Dukopo, right, gets a lot of issues. In the first place, they apply, right? You look at the price difference, you understand, in this last bidding, you understand, you find out, say, why waiting then give in less than by $800,000, you understand, where it means, say, it will save the country. That money they, right, they could use it in another perspective for development, right? Then they do a kind of, you know, so they go for the interview and all that. They ask them for big submissions, right? Now, if I not say TY gets 99.6% in their assessment of the technical and the financial area, right? Whilst this Dukopo then gets about 86%, right? That's alone by itself enough. But the coordinator as well as the procurement officer say they're not satisfied. Yeah. Even way the World Bank say, let them continue and award the contract. Okay. Understand, to TY. So they come back and they bring a lot of protracted things there. For example, quite recently, where in August this year, they don't give the award. You understand? For that award the contract to TY. But yet they come back, they come with another issue, say they need the tablets then. Understand? Just overnight, we want them tomorrow. Right? Okay, TY be able, because they don't do everything, they submit them, right, to them. So that this all like kind of a delay tactics.
Alright. So let's get things clear, Marcus, before go for break. Other than the people where you say they manipulate for slow the process.
If you look at the whole process, for any institution, any group, any club, you get heads. And then heads then they get authority. So if you look at that, you get two people. Because the procurement, right, specialist, now Mohamed Kalon, right? So, in a one person, right? Because then get the authority, right, for look at the situation and give the person way right, right? Then you also get the coordinator, right? Because there was one area, for example, where, in fact, they present after the interview, you understand? You find out, say, we do not give TY. TY want to know the circumstances. That was the second bidding, you understand? Want to know the circumstances which make them not get the contract. So they ask for explanation. What did the coordinator say? The coordinator say, no debriefing on that. That is dictatorial, it's despotic. You understand? And we live in the world wherein we not for make ourselves masters of the people.
That's Marcus Bangura, another executive director of Citizens Forum for Democratic Accountability. We raise concern for sake of the delay. We, according to the government and World Bank project for by tablets them for the free quality education don't delay, and the fingers don't point to Mohammed Kalon. We're not procurement specialist for this project, but Mohammed Kalon will be in our studio the last time we get this program. Make we get some today for response to some of them concerns and answer to why delay in the procurement process of the tablets them within a World Bank project within the support the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education with. Good morning once more, Mohammed Kalon, and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Thank you.
You don't listen to Marcus Bangura in concern as a civil society representative. We will be get Monday on this issue. Don't there is concern for the delays there. But from your standpoint, before we can respond on their concerns, what's in the latest with the procurement of the 6,061 tablets them we World Bank the support government with for monitoring free quality education?
Thank you very much. The latest as I can give you now, we expect the test result anytime from today. That is where we are. We be don't send then samples then we TY submit to the Ministry of Communication and Technology, because then get all it takes. They are empowered to do that, and this is a government institution, very credible, and we rely on them. So we send all the samples to them, let them give we the test result, where we go forward to the bank and move with this contract. That is where we are now as I speak.
Why not the Ministry of Communication they test the Tabia?
Then get the mandate, then communication technology and now the best possible way you can think about in government circle when are the ministry empowered for do that. There is no other person. I know we take and send on a Ministry of Agriculture. I know we take and send on a Ministry of any other place. But they are the technology specialists, and they come up with a solution where we all go say, yes, this is what we want.
Now, before the Minister of Communication only come at the second term of the presidents, and before that, this project be already done the. And you see, say first supply be don't happen with then cancel, second supply don't happen with then cancel. Would have been the test before this time?
So the first time, like if they explain, it was cancelled because I be tell you earlier in that interview, say we be they wait on softwares them, and the consultants will be they do the teacher management information system not be done yet. So we think and why say
would they cancel that delay?
Yes.
But would that be the test then one then they will be the cancel first, because this ministry not be there in existence.
So
we then cancel the first two projects. Would that be the test?
Basically then test, then they will be sent and go to the World Bank. Now then do the testing and everything. And the product we then test is not the product now where TY submit.
All right.
In the first bidding where then go test them product, then they, if you want to know, now be a different product.
Okay.
We now be Samsung, then be submit at that time. Now then they submit Blackview. So, and no matter how the time where this ministry come into play, when government say this don't take effect, immediately you not get no option but for do waiting government say. Elect now yesterday government be don't say. Today you get something for do. You go to government back. So that's the policy of government, and that's what government they do.
Okay.
Yes.
Now you say them in force supply Samsung. What's me wrong with that particular tablet there?
Fine. The Samsung where they supply, the test result become, it was okay, right? The problem will be there on that. The price was far way above what we be get. It was over $500,000. And looking at Sierra Leone, we go award a contract for over $500,000 to a farm where we not get. The same people then go say back, oh, they don't give them because they want something. So we discuss them as a ministry, as a unit. We said no, this is far above of what we they expect. So we not go able award this contract. We not go able pay. You know the give what you not get. That's just the bottom line.
All right, just for procure tablets, it take over 3 years. Somebody go to ask, waiting at the issue we make just for procure over 6,000 tablets take over 3 years?
A very good question. The first bidding was concluded. Everything was done. Not to say why the winner, right? There was another farm where the winner. But when we go in-house and it was a lot of consultations, we began a lot of things for do. Where that tablet, if them be supplier, it should have been a bad contract. So we say no, before we proceed with this contract, let us terminate it and add what we need for do to the specification and other things. Because TSC, they get a lot of improvement in the sector. So we want all of the software that they get for be inside into that tablet day. One, the capacity of the tablet not be enough and other things. So we go back to the drawing board and say, look, the best way out, we be even put a hold on the procurement for CSA if we were able to add them in and give the supplier. But that was not the case. So that was cancelled. When we come to the second bidding, we go through the process, like you said, would that be they do the testing. We send and go. All the documentation, everything the bank called for them, we send and go. It was Samsung. Now, they do the testing. That was a good product and everything. It was good. But we budget not be able to accommodate that. It was far exceeding our budget. And it was far, like I said, it was over $500,000. If FEPS, we don't do that, this whole nation for become back and say, then go award a contract with the $500,000 and above. You know how people like they think. Then go say, then go give them something, they want to do so. So we thought and fit say, no, look, let's cancel this process. And wait, that be the best decision.
All right.
Now, we come into this third one. But before I progress,
all right, we can look at the third phase. Let me take a short break. We'll continue the program. Good morning, Saloon. Yes, before we look at the third components where you may start for talk about, let's just get things clear before then do any bidding, process or other things. Then can do adverts, and inside the adverts then can put specification of waiting and waiting on a want. Una me put any specification during the term when roll out the advert for let people and bid for this project?
Exactly, we did do that. We did get the specification from the end user. We get IT people and TSC and things. Then they give you all of that. And as a ministry, as a unit, we always sit down and look into them. Before I touch into that, let I just digress small and bring something to you. This whole thing where the civil society man they talk about is unfortunate, and I will wish it will retract all of the things that we said.
Like waiting so.
Now, they say person, big man they lie, but it's very untrue. Where they say we they bring in things them. Now, the process is called the procurement of solar power tablets and accessories for TSC supply, delivery, installation, and commission. Is a 2-envelope bidding process. Yeah? Now, a 2-envelope bidding process means that they submit the technical and financial proposal. All of them things, and we know they re-event the wheel. Right? Procurement, now something where it go into emotion, they change them. Before we get to the bid opening, we do a lot of amendments, what they call amendment to the bidding document, which is allowed in procurement, right? We amend them and send them to all the bidders them. Now, for let us say we come up with things them, it's very unfortunate. Even the thing where they talk say, we write TY at a very later point, say, let us submit samples there. No, I go back into the bidding document, ITB 11.2. It says samples will be required from the recommended bidder from the onset of the bidding. All the bidders then be no say the recommended bidder go submit samples, not to just overnight we grab say TY bring samples there. Let's say we do them for let if TY not submit, then we knock them out. No.
All right. Now, for get things clear, you mentioned say give specification on the bidding document during the term send out the advert. If I give a specification, why get issue now with the tablet where they may come with the Samsung?
I mean, you are talking about the first one.
Yeah.
The first bidding.
Yeah.
I wish we can concentrate on this one because that first bidding, like I said, there were a lot of things that we will forbid on hardware. Consultant not be done the own work it. Like I tell you, there were a lot of software.
Why they in a rush in this process?
Like I said, if I go to the background of this whole thing is the government we don't think can fit say we for start using education technology. They've spent a lot of the government don't do extremely well. Don't go into that area. They say, look, education for go beyond what we think about, not to that old system. We for digitize, we for improve on education outcomes.
Now,
so
okay,
those were the things that we make government invest a lot of money before partners then come. In 2018, then they collect census on schools and everything. Then they use a digitized system. Let we learn self come into the play and bring support for let we go able for go through this. When these projects come now, government thinks say this is the best time, we have the resources and things, let we invest in this, let we go forward and provide this one tablet per school.
Now let we look at the testing where you talk about the World Bank consultants we in Calvaro, we don't do test on TY then supply and it been certified them. Yeah. What can be wrong with that test we don't pass World Bank criteria?
So there you go, you don't bring the answer. Like I said, in that bidding day, TY submit Samsung. The product we submit now Blackview.
In the test.
In the first test where you talk about, right? That bidding day, where I tell you say the price was far above what we would expect, what we not get. TY in product where be submit, now be Samsung.
But World Bank agreed to that.
Fine, we accepted that. The test results be fine. Samsung was fine. Everything was good. Now waiting is submit for this third bidding. Now Blackview. It's not Samsung.
Is it that when they don't certify say supply Samsung, when they say supply like come with other products, is that the case here?
Well, you as a bidder, you get options. It just not like you say you want motorcar. The good thing about specification, now waiting the end user wants. Like you put for specification for motorcar, you say you want 4x4 Jeep. You get a lot of 4x4 Jeep there. If you specify, say you want 4.0 liter, right? Now big engine, you go get more than 2-3. So at the first bidding,
yes, go ahead.
TY submits Samsung. And at this bidding now, then Phil say no, maybe we'll not be get better deal with Samsung or whatever. I'm not TY, I don't go speak for them. But in this bidding now, what they discuss, where they on the floor right now Blackview, they submit. That's just the bottom line.
Okay. Now we look at the ministry now where they can do tests. The Minister of Communication and Innovation, guess what it take for do the test here?
Oh yes, I believe so.
You believe so?
Yes.
Would I don't look the facilities and say they get that because the new ministry will just come.
Believe me, government very responsible. They're not going to open something, they're not going to do something where they not get any thing for do with that business day. If they open a ministry, believe me, say even if not a new ministry, you must get a professional head. You get a minister.
Not
you get
a
a
professional
team.
head. Then
I'm
the
coming.
technology for
The
do the
technology
test.
where it take, then get them. If they were not having it, therefore we don't write. We respond to. We say, look, we don't have this technology. We send back them thing there to owner. We know where we do the test.
So why would I take the testing from World Bank and come with an ministry?
This is a good one. The bank, they left you, the borrower. You where they don't operate it. You where they implement the project. They're not getting nothing for doing in your implementation. Then they give you a free hand for let you operate, let you send to them. Then get supervision role. Then make in the improvement of a project. The bank get waiting and they do. Everybody get a responsibility. They go into an MOU, they go into a contract. You do this, I do this. You do this, I do this. It's clear in everything. Implementation solely rests with the borrower, with the project.
All right. Over the past year, if you look the audit report and other report that we already come out, the procurement, aspects now one area with governments they lost plenty couple, both donor and government, and the National Public Procurement Authority (NPPA) over the past year done the poll, reports them wherein highlight some of the issues them we make the country the lost boku money in terms of procurement during this bidding process. Yeah. The National Public Procurement Authority aware because then are the body where they in charge of all procurement issues in the country.
So it's a good one. The bank, this is not international competitive bidding, and we follow strictly the bank policies in this aspect. This activity na a prior review. We mean say at every step of the way, the bank they give you approval before you go to the next stage. That's the meaning of a prior review. And they tell you, say, when you do bid opening, send the reports to me. Then look at, they're satisfied, they say, okay, proceed to the next stage. When you do your evaluation, in this activity, now a two envelope system, the technical and the financial. You do the technical reports and send them to we. Then they review and give you approval or tell you, say, this, you not do and fine. Go back to the drawing board and do A, B, C, D and send them back to we. So that is it.
All right. According to Marcos that day, he say TY being their own budget mean more lesser than other company them. Now, what's in the budget of this particular process?
So now we get a budget for $3 million for this activity, right? In bidding in Sierra Leone, they look at the price when you go into evaluation. It's a last factor. You check the technical details of a bid, right? There are a lot of other things that way you check before price, not just a last determinant to the award of a contract. So most times, outside people and they get them wrong. After bid opening, people and they go and shout, say, "Oh, let me get the lowest bid. Let me get the lowest bid." But when you come into check, you they find out say something that bid a day, they even get computational error. When you go do the computation, the price they go far above, or there are a lot of other things them where you not go meet. So not just the price. We are not looking at price when we open bid. Okay. We know they go into pricing. We get technical criteria then what we they set. That is what you look at for see if the bid actually meets what you want. Specification, the technicality of it, you get bid security, you get other commercial requirements. So those are the things that where we they check for before we go to price. Okay. The table is there, it's clear and everything.
The program na Good Morning Salon where they come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We did take another insert of Marcos during Good Morning Salon program.
Enormous. This is one thing we need for actually take into consideration and firm way for Angola because then it has to be carried on too much. Now, as I've been talk about the bidding process, I talk about the first time it just makes some clarity. I talk about the first one, we not been go through proper one, right? We even get for it to reformed, right? The second bidding, TMM, win a clean one, right? the win and clean one. But the only issue I think you mentioned that because of price difference, the price may be little higher. And because the price may be little higher, right, then it can lead to a serious crisis, right? Because the price may be little higher. So because of that, the World Bank, you don't see that they give the money. They don't watch the submission, you understand, of the documents then. And then find out why are the most qualified. So what thing World Bank say? World Bank call on the ministry and the secretariat, that is the Free Education Secretariat, for make them negotiate with TY. Right? The bidding price a little higher. But they're not in a problem, you understand? They say we negotiate with the man. But for one or two reasons, right, the man will continue for delay the process. In fact, they may therefore go up to the extent of the independent, the IPRP, right? The IPRP, you know, say, and then they regulate procurement and other things then. So like, when they get the complaint, they decide to look at it, you understand? But what it happen? They tell them, okay, now you advertise, right? But they don't do that, you understand? They continue a kind of deception, they give wrong information, you understand, to the IPRP. Then later, when they talk to the World Bank, the different perception with they make a very different. So but the first one and the second one, but the third one, I think DucoPro may involve. That is this DucoPro where I talk about. When are there area of interest that I will say categorically, you understand? Because if this company will survive, right, gets everything, then at the same time, even the World Bank say, but we negotiate to them and they also, and then they give the money, you understand? They still will refuse to do that. But it means there are challenges, you understand? And the challenges, they within the ambit of Kalon and also Ambrose. Within two people in there, one they head the secretariat, that is Free Education Secretariat, while the other one inside the work day, but now the procurement officer.
Well, again, Marcus, on that one, and we get Mohamed Kalon at the program, and 3 years of delay. Fingers don't they point to you as the procurement specialist for this project. The last time I may ask Marcus, what in the suspect in all of this? Is it kickback or is it just a delay? I mean, consider them as both kickback or corruption or a tactical delay. What exactly is the reason behind such a delay? 3 years of procurement, yet still the equipment or the materials are not available.
Thank you so much. A very sad for let you talk on a topic or a subject where you not get no idea, you not even get the education on that area. One, if they talk about negotiation, let me educate them now, right? In procurement, we get 3 categories of procurement. We get goods, works, and services. Goods and works, you know they negotiate. The only side way they do negotiation and procurement, now consultancy. Because it deals with a human where therefore can impact knowledge or something. So there you are allowed to negotiate with that person. Now that the law say. But for goods and works, you know they negotiate. That is the first thing. And it's sad for Marcus they can see they talk about procurement things them. I mean, it's sad if procurement people in the area and say a very now like an indictment. For if they can't talk about negotiation, right? Say the first bidding, the second bidding, even though when the World Bank say let them negotiate, the World Bank have never said it. The World Bank is a very credible institution where the procurement system is very top, high in the world. They're not going to tell we say we'll go negotiate with Tewa. It's not possible. And negotiation not they allow for goods. You they only negotiate for consultancy. That is one. And when you talk about IPRP, this issue not ever go IPRP it. Now wrong information, it they confuse one thing to another. It they give wrong information to the public. Let me come and respond to what I be actually say one say. In the first place, Marcus say I work on them boss them with logos. I've never worked in the Ministry of Transport. I've never worked with logos. It is totally wrong. Let this nation and the whole world get on today. He come here, he give one a different thing. And he talk, he bring APC and inside. So you see the malice now the undertone. So he work with logos and on them boss there with APC time.
Any other side?
I've never met Marcus in my life.
Marcus in position at that Kalon be there at the commission of inquiry, and the reason for that are the boss. But you've been
It is
that
totally
in that
wrong.
program,
I've
but you
never
say
been to a commission of inquiry. Totally wrong.
you never go commission of inquiry.
No. Let them call government. Let them call everybody.
Now come to this procurement.
I've never.
Now come to this procurement issue.
These are very not even stories. Sometimes when you say stories, sometimes you get small amount of things. It is totally wrong.
Look at these procurement issues of the tablets. Yeah, so what it be all Wuna back now the free quality education for come out to the public and explain unless we get a civil society representative we raise the issue before Wuna can respond.
Fine. I'm glad you bring this question. Is that you they come with a lot of questions where I get for respond to. In the first place, I began for call and apologize. Say, me a public servant, I cannot just get up, come to a radio station and respond or just get an interview. I talk with senior colleagues in our government, senior colleagues that will all the work. It is totally wrong for like just grab, come na radio station say, I can't defend or I can't fight for prove Marcus wrong. When I consult, I should get the authority, the permission from the ministry.
So now the ministry tell you say no candidate.
No, not what the ministry tell me. Let me just explain. During una interview where it be they go on, I call, my boss called me and said, he don't get the permission from the minister. He said you can go ahead and respond. But being that are they far from una studio, I call Sambola and say, look, I can respond through the phone. That was how I came in.
When did you say they come the other day?
Yes, we talk. When I tell them say I come, when I consult with other people, I call her on the Saturday, on Sunday, and inform them say I will not be there except I get permission from me boss them before I go come. That was why I did not come.
Right.
That's just the simple thing.
One of the key things that we Marcus talk about now that you receive kickback from Dukupu. Is it true?
God forbid. It is very untrue. I don't outline all the wrongs the way Marcus can tell you now. You know, don't speak against somebody. To everything, there is a two side of the coin.
Namek will get you.
If Marcus be very prudent, he be very, very, very objective. I like one question where una be asked another day. Did you get in touch with Kalon? Did you get in touch with the FEPS? No, he never did. One side column say, go talk this. And
who that side we call her?
I don't know.
Okay.
But being a civil society person, as in your career path, he should be credible to this society.
All up, Mr. Kalon, we one name when they come up this procurement process na TY memory. And online now we get Engineer Mohammed Toure, Director Enterprise Data Network, TY Memory Masters. We na one of the names that we know they come up. Hello, good morning, and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon, Mr. Toure.
Good morning, and I'm really glad for joining the show, and I'm really happy I'm in the drive. Somebody called me, see, then they talk about TY, please, you know, everybody, they call me all over the place. So I think this is about time for me to for true light, because it has come out very, very glaring, you know. So Adenaya, I really need for know waiting Kalon they talk, and I want to prove Kalon say, all waiting they talk, na lie. Although in don't talk see big man no they lie, but I get evidences and are ready for proven.
So what in Kalon say we know to true?
Okay, first of all, if I can just take on briefly around the process. Now, we've been get involved because this process been don't start with the first procurement. We're not involved in that. Of course, according to the history of that procurement, they get for council and because of a bad product. But the second one, we didn't get for involved. Of course, if anybody will know me, then they call me Fierce as the common name. I mean, when it comes to the field of IT, I mean, I will not say I'm second to none, but I think I don't contribute very greatly in this country. You know, people will know key attest. So anything what they do, they make sure say I do one with the leverage of precision. So in light of this, my proposal, we send a proposal, there were clarifications. We go through all the clarification process. And according to the specification where them input, honestly, my brother, we get the largest supply chain of ICT product in this country. I will tell you. Now, based on the requirements, the budget within there of $1.5 million was not even sufficient for this particular project. Now we bidded $1.9 million, and we are making a minimum amount of profit on that particular whatever. So we go through the bid, and when we go through the bid, it took a very long time for them even evaluate them, just because this same Duco Pro, they wanted to give it to Duco Pro, but Duco Pro not be able to meet the technical requirement. So at the end of the day, what happened? This bid, they may get for look around, go try for do the manipulation, they're not able. Now in the World Bank called for all the documents. If not lie, they lie, let Mr. Calon attest to that. Then called for all these documents. Mr. Calon painstakingly scanned all the bidders' documents and with the evaluation report. And the Calvero where you mentioned, now in the technical lead for this particular project, now in do the specifications and now in do the terms of reference for this particular one. Because this one, now something where we don't do now the Philippines. So they want to replicate in this country. You know, with the good heads of the president for in flagship program for this pre-education, we go post tell and thank you because it means good for this country. But what happened when they take this all these the thing the way they send them all these scanned copies of the proposal, the World Bank were very tactful and very clever. Then what did they tell along? Just send all the not make name, not put name to scores. All you need to do, just put say bidder A, bidder B, bidder C. So, according to the Calvero, what he do in evaluation, what he come up with? He come up with say there were 5 bidders. Now only one bidder meets the requirement, the full requirement of the specification. So now this bidder evaluate. We, score we, now we no more pass. Then it said now the bidder, he find out say this bidder in price, it exceed the budget. But looking at the market, that was its own word. Looking at the market price, this bidder not that far away from the market price. Your budget was low. So what do you need for do? Please, una negotiate with this bidder or una write to the World Bank for let the World Bank give the additional fund of $400,000. They vehemently refuse. They say, no, they're not going to do that. They vehemently refuse. Before that, they go cancel them. So the World Bank, no say, with price range was okay. And the World Bank go back say, on a right to we go respond back and give this money. They say, no, they do them. Then they pass, then cancel her after we don't lost humongous sum. Come back to the test. The test was done by us. We put under the report. The test was done by TSC and the Ministry of Basic Education, IT. They did the test, and this test requires a test bed. They get all the test parameters. Where it don't take and go now, ministry, they don't have it. They cannot do it. I will say it. I know all the guys there. I know all the guys there, cover and others. We're in the force say now. Let them make them any report. We're in pool. Let me go challenge. He knows I will challenge it. He knows I will challenge it.
Now, one of the concerns where Mr. Calon raised now the program now that when una test the product them, una count Samsung for test. When they ask una now for the second time, una count other product for test. When are one of the reasons then for the delay of this project?
Thank you very much for this question. Thank you very much. I come by saying, when it comes to IT in this country, I'm second to none. And they look for the best and possible. This particular Blackview product, it's far better than the Samsung. The Samsung get the exact version of that one day where it's an Active 6. The Samsung get the if you go, you look at this, it meets the quality of the ruggedness, now it meets the quality of the Gorilla Glass. It did it. If you want to prove me right or wrong, just go to blackview.hk. It did it boldly. They advertise all the features. And now, this one come with, they require 64 ROM. We do 128. They require the 5 megapixels. We do 30 megapixels. They require a 2 megapixels front camera. We did 8 megapixels. Far exceeded. And in drop test, we put a certified drop test from the manufacturer. We do we get video evidence. We then we Google Play Store. It is.
Now, you don't mention, say, perhaps una don't pass all the tests them, but because of una pricing, and this is one thing we can self measure, we be make them in cancel the program initially because though una pass the test, but una pricing don't meet up to the money we available to them. Now cannot that say the process still in our hand. What's in our own position on this, and what's in our own concern now? The process still in our own hand.
Now let me just clear this. I mean, just to talk about the first one. We then cancel because of price. We then cancel the second one. This second bid again be launched. After they don't cancel the first one, we come again. Now the second bid now we bring the black view, where if far in characteristics they far exceeded. Mina technologies. I know. I will not go and bring something that will not go fit the requirement. This far meets and exceed all the requirement. Now we don't bid price. We first of all then go technical. When I go to technical, I was marked 99.3%.
By who? Would I mark you?
Now the evaluator, I get the mark, I get the evidence. Calon do it during the bid opening, 99.3%. But what did Calon do during the clarification stage? In the document, Calon manipulated this. Calon go, it changed the scoring. It changed the technical scoring to 30% and it make the financial 70%. And when he do that, he thinks that because I'm very technically strong, you understand? So I'm not going to do co-pro, not going to, but you know, even not say me pan this game, I don't do now for over 30 years. I'm into IT. Over 30 years, I'm into IT. So, waiting he do, he thinks say me price because he don't initially get me pricing. For the first one, he thinks I will maintain that same price here. All they do na quantity they increase. So he go take down and put inside Excel for Ratam, and if you put down the price for Kanto, $4.something million.
Now with all this, what's next and what's the way forward for this procurement process for component, because the beneficiaries then will need them.
Waiting I do, first of all, they don't mark me, the combined score na 99.8. Do upload the score na 83.6%. Me price difference na $800,000 less. And at this same one, beyond the $800,000, then the 3.6 million. Mind you, I want you listen this very, very carefully. Calon don't say the first one because of price. This second one, me price there less than the budgeted. We say 3 million, me price there 2.79 million. Then Duco price there $3.6 million for God's sake. Wait till we wait. What are we waiting? Calon, they can't beat this. They don't take this thing. Can't go to the Ministry of Innovation, Communication and Innovation. They don't go do the UK, but they will meet it with a very high resistance.
So you believe, say, so you think, say, you need to get justice and this procurement process?
Clearly, my brother, from inception, clearly, Mr. Calon don't manipulate at every angle. Then they meet him with a very high resistance. He knows that. Look, he did it. Let it talk.
Okay.
Let Mr. Calon talk. This will be stop. This will stop. Mr. Calon, as the civil service activist say, enough for support for all officers like this. He has done so many wrongs. And this will fight until the end. We will fight this to the end.
Thank you very
much. It's not this thing they do unjust for the country. The country is losing $300,000 a month and go teacher. For God's sake. If you perhaps stand there over 1 year, now $3.6 million this government they lost. Don't just go teacher. If you take out for these 4 years where they come in 2024, now $14.4 million.
Okay.
We no go stop this. We no go grab minister outside you there. We no go grab and stop this. Let me stop this, my brother.
Thank you very much, Engineer Mohammed Toure, Director, Enterprise Data Network, TY Memory Masters, for joining me inside the program today. Good morning, sir.
You're welcome.
Okay, the program still continue. We get Mohammed Calon, the program you don't get from one of the people who we bid for this process. We now TY Memory Masters, and according to them, fingers they point to you, say you don't manipulate the process, and they think, say, with the process now going to the Ministry of Information and Communication, they need to get justice span this.
Thank you so much. Let us respond. It's unfortunate till why they make mention of lies and things to the radio. Let me just read a letter with furious till why writes. Dear Mr. Kalon, I want to take a moment to express my sincere appreciation for your outstanding effort and commitment in providing brilliant clarifications, answers related to the evaluation criteria for our bid. Your relentless dedication to ensuring a thorough understanding of the bid evaluation criteria has not gone unnoticed. Your response have not only addressed all of our questions, but have also provided valuable insights that have been instrumental in our preparation. I am particularly impressed with your clarity, attention to details, and the depth of knowledge you demonstrated throughout our interaction. Your ability to navigate complex aspects of the evaluation criteria and communicate them effectively has been invaluable. Your professionalism and responsiveness have made a significant impact on our confidence as we approach the bid submission. It is evident that you take great pride in your work, and your commitment to excellence has not only facilitated our understanding, but also will contribute to the overall success of our bid preparation process. I believe that your dedication to providing exceptional support in this clarification reflects positively on the entire FEPS team. Please accept my heartfelt gratitude for your time, expertise, and unwavering commitment to ensuring clarity in the evaluation criteria. This is from FIOS, where they talk so. Now, in your own letter, where he sent to me, TY, the engineer today, we just called on the radio. This was his letter to me, commending me about what I did for the process. Coming to what we go to the delays and every other thing. In the bid documents like the evaluation reports, right? I began to tell the permanent secretary, say, the one that we rely on.
The Ministry of Basic Education.
The Ministry of Basic Education, the CTO, the Chief Technology Officer, and the Rogers, they were very, very much not in compliance with this process. I read a detail where they put the report. It said the CTO informed the committee that the draft of a guide on criteria 1 had been developed on the instruction of the permanent secretary to enhance scoring and collation. Criteria 2 and 3 were considered to be straightforward. The committee therefore requested the CTO to incorporate them into the Excel matrix for the evaluation process. You pause there, right? At this point, the procurement specialist, that now me, I advise the committee that the basis of the criteria must be in tandem with the stipulated procurement guidelines in the procurement document. At the camp, now we prove things them, right? We did na public, everybody they listen. When we send the reports to the bank, that report the way they talk about, the bank rejects the reports, and I'll read portion of it. Yeah, it says on page 4 of the evaluation report, the committee before commencing evaluation process altered the scoring for which I won. They altered the scoring. Listen what the bank say, where the bank respond. According to the amended bidding document, section 3, evaluation and qualification criteria, technical evaluation stage 2, page 52, criteria 1, amended 2 points is awarded for each sub criteria for meeting the minimum requirement of the sub criteria. Please, the bank go on say the committee altered the marks. The committee altered the marks.
Which committee?
The bid evaluation committee altered the criteria 1.
But you are the secretary to that,
yes,
to that committee.
I read waiting at Senaya. When they alter the mark, I come up and say, please don't alter the marks. Now, listen to what the bank say. It said no short preferred requirement was stated in the amended bidding document. The bank states and clear. Procurement, when you don't set the record, you don't put the bidding document. not at evaluation you they change anything. It is totally wrong. Now listen to what in the bank say. Based on the above, the evaluation report is returned without reviewing the technical part of the evaluation report. You are requested to rectify the report and provide adequate reasons for the rejection of these two firms. There were other firms that were knocked out. The bank say, we not see them like that. Una not get no reason for knock them firm then they una give we enough justification. They sent this report 2 times to the bank and they tell you the bank rejected.
Right.
The delay when they talk about come from all of this. We spent 2 months, then they reject what's in the bank they say.
Now if TY
over 2 months, the bank said do this, let we progress. Then kept the evaluation report for over 2 months.
One thing we Mr. Ture say now that in price more lesser than Dukupu.
My brother, I've never counted price in this discussion from Akanya. I tell you clearly say, una be done they digress to the first bidding and the second bidding. In my telephone conversation with una, I clearly tell una say the technical aspect, this not 2 envelope bidding. The first part not technical, where Duco Pro come out first. The second one, why come first? Then you get combined. The process say combine the 2 scores. When they combine, why come first? I know they deny that. I know lie pa una. I tell una from even the conversation say from that telephone conversation the last time. I say Tewai come out to be the first person. There is nothing changed. There is no lie. Where is the lie? Wake along the line I am. Fine. Now, the document say, like I read in ITB 11.2, it says samples will be required from the recommended bidder. And indeed, we write TY and say, submit your samples. So where is the lie? Where is the things that we don't do?
According to TY, they don't lose confidence in the process.
No, until you get a final outcome, there is nothing wrong. Up to today, as I'm sitting here, and they tell you, say, TY is the recommended bidder. Where we get now we books, right? Now that we don't write for let them submit samples. Now then we test the samples. If the samples show say the samples not fit for purpose, if it is not good, we cannot say that. Let the Ministry of Communication and Technology come into this and say that product is not good.
With all waiting to happen, they not believe say that they get justice if they go with their sample na Ministry of Education because una day before.
Well, an officer say why go speak more than government. Now government open Ministry of Communication and Technology.
Not the government ministry get issue with now the people where they lead the process. It gets concerned say
you see the problem where we get now Sierra Leone, all time una they count down on public officers. I they tell you inside the public service we get more qualified people than any other institution.
They not get issue
this
with
same FBC, this same universities them now they all go. When you come into the civil service, when you come into the public life, you get more educated, more professionals them. But every now and then, people count down on civil service, public officers. Why?
They not get concerned.
Why you not get trust on Ministry of Communication and Technology? They not get
concerned about una qualification or una education. They get concerned about the sincerity of the entire process.
Come on. This is the institution where government don't empower. Say, let them do this. Let them. That's the mandate. Who the best? It just like you get case. They say go to court. You not go to court. Say you go begin talk corner side. Say, hey, no, law call from Buddha. Law we judge. When they give you judgment or they give them man wrong, they say, oh no, the last time they give me wrong. When you have a matter, they say go to the court.
We understand.
When you have an issue, they say go police. There are institutions who are responsible for everything what they do. If you sick, they say go to hospital. You not go to hospital. Most of the times we they get in cases they are.
We understand. Say Dukupu on a Ghanaian company.
Of course, nothing stop a Ghanaian company to bid. Nothing stop an English firm to bid.
So now
it's an international competitive
now,
bidding.
TYSF the raise concern say na because of na foreign company make una no angi Sierra Leonean.
No. I said the last time, one of the characteristics of a good procurement is fairness. When you say ICB, international competitive bidding, you they expect a firm from Japan, you they expect a firm from England. We get bids there right now. right? Like the books then where we do. I don't need to mention it. Say why they represent a farm from Ghana. In the fields where they talk so, is representing a farm now from Ghana. In one pan the bidding document that we'll get before we now, right? We just open furnitures. We get a farm from all the way Eastern Europe. 2 farms then. Come on, this is the bank policy. We cannot go against it. We not go say when you get bidding, you say, oh no, now my brother they no more na Sierra Leone. Some of this money where they get come from these international people. Can you exclude them from your bidding? No.
But you are aware of the Local Content Act. We say give priority to Sierra Leone, and if then gets the qualification.
In the bidding process, marginal preference was out. We know they go through marginal preference. Sorry to say, we they get one system where they conflict with another. I come to bidding. First time, long time ago, please, can you listen?
Right, sir.
Long time ago, where would they do bidding? Then they even give local farms 10 points ahead of international farms, right? But along the line, things then don't change and reforms then don't come. It is no longer applicable. We know they use that again. How can I disqualify a farm because it is Nigeria or it is Ghana or it is somewhere? It is unfair. It is unfair. Now we left them in there. We don't get farms the way they bid from England, where they supply good things them to we. We don't get farms the way they supply from out. Yes, we do get concern for we brothers. It is our priority. It is our concern. Say, okay, me brother. But when it comes to bidding, this is fairness. I not go say because me brother they bid, now in I forgive, then I left other person. I not go say like that other person I left me brother. You go according to judgment. You go according to fairness. Me brother, let we left for tell people and different things in our society.
Right.
When it comes to bidding, you don't get the name international competitive bidding. You they expect a farm from Japan, from Malaysia, from anywhere.
Okay.
You get for bid, you get for evaluate them on the same basis.
The program is still listening to now. Good morning, Salon. We can see from 98.1 FM. We already sent a text message. Send to the number 077981981. At time for look at them now. Usman.
This one say from Supercaps for they say the procurement specialist is saying price does not determine the awarding of the bid to the recommended bidder, but most government institutions look at lowest price before awarding the contract, and this affects quality of service offer. Please explain what are the technical areas you people look at besides pricing policies.
This one say, Mr. Kalod, what are the criteria to select now that the process is going to the Ministry of Communication?
And this other one say corruption is on the rampage when it comes to government institution awarding bidding contract, as is all based on recommendation because of percentage and kickbacks.
This one from K. Hassan, is a corruption at play. Where is the ACC?
And this other one from Maria Brando, he say this is the problem with Sierra Leonean people can lie against others with impunity. That civil society man called is a alright. He has okay. This one not too clear. Okay,
this one they say we the listeners are in dilemma. Who are we to believe? This now from Gembe Musa Bobby on our Facebook page.
This other one from Brando again. He say it seems as if the civil society man and the man on the phone, TY, have plotted against Mr. Kalon because they do not win the bid. Corrupt. Okay.
This one said the committee did not evaluate Duco Pro. Kalon evaluated Duco Pro alone.
And this other one say, is it true that Mr. Kalon you receive $600 million as kickbacks?
He said, please ask Kalon about the $500 kickback they received from Duco Pro. That money was shared. Initially, they received 600 million Oleons.
This one from Nelson Nanoy say, you bid Samsung product with higher prices upon purchase and delivery. You brought a product that is not Samsung.
Okay, from the message, so with the account of studio guests for respond because we don't get better time again at the program.
Thank you so much. I can start from the last one. We say $600 million. Boys, if I get $600 million, I can't be sitting here today Quite impossible.
With 600 million old Leones.
600 million old Leones. Quite false, lie, and everything. It's not ever possible, and I can tell you, I don't need to swear, but I can put my life on the line for this. If I've ever received anything from Duco Pro, let God kill me if I don't move from here. I don't need to do that. Then they pay me, I don't say Iboku, but they take care of me and my family. I they survive on that. Let me go straight to the questions and the answers, yeah? It's a price does not determine the award of contract. I do explain. The thing where people and they get confused, as you open bid na this nation, the lowest bidder they go and Allah say, na me win the bid. Let's say if you don't bid, it gets a low price. But when we come to evaluation, you they meet so many things along the line. Sometimes then they even submit document that were not correct, right? You get an evaluation team where they get for look into all of this. Now when you go to the evaluation table, price now the last determinant. The procedure say you check the quality of the bid first in conformity with the process. You they check is submit bid security, is he eligible to bid, right? Is a quote for all the items. You don't check all of this, right? You go to the technical specification. If una say una want 4.0 or anything, then it submits less than 4.0. You know, say automatically this bid is not right. So that is it. So we they award a prize. Now if you go to the award statement, you know, say the lowest price, it said the best evaluated bidder. The best. We meaning they don't evaluate all them bid they are. This bid now come out the best. And in the World Bank language, then they say the most responsive bidder. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, that is one. He said, what are the criteria? All the criteria were laid down in the bidding document. Like fears be they confuse people them. We know they change along the line. It's not possible. It's not possible at the same. There are other projects, then let them consult, then let them ask them. Once a bid document don't be set, it goes into motion. Nobody know they change any aspect of that document again. This was what they did while the bank rejects the report. Then it said according to the bidding, it seems as if there is corruption here. Are they gladly let them bring a third party, more people let on board, let them investigate this issue, let them come up right, even possible. Me they ask, say, let the anti-corruption come in, let them look into all of this, right? Let them see where the issue are. Me they invite them now, right? Let them come into this play. Let them see where the corruption is lying. When I'm coming, sir, let me respond. When the chief technology officer don't say, the permanent secretary asks them for alter the marks, and the bank come out say the marks were altered, where do you see the corruption? Is it from Kalon? No. Kalon talk and say that the evaluation process, this thing one that they do is not right. I tell them, say, let we record them for posterity, and it was recorded. Where is Kalon doing the corruption? Where is Kalon doing the wrong?
So you think now the procurement of the over 6,000 tablets they don't reach a stage where the ACC need for Kamisai?
No, if the public is calling, I do accept.
You think say it don't reach that stage?
To me, according to the process, it not reach there yet. But then can say
for the call for ACC,
right? Let we do a koju open, let everybody see them. But I'm willing.
With the accusations and fingers pointing at you, if the ACC come inside, cannot go as a free
definitely person. If I'm not sure about myself, I know we'll say let ACC come into this.
Alright, we not get better time.
Okay, no, let just answer one or two. The civil society person, right? It's unfortunate. I cannot abuse him. I cannot say anything. Me a public servant, but what they say it's unfortunate for like even give una a wrong information. Say I was part of the boss in APC time. Ebo na big black lie. Kalon work na Ministry of Energy. I don't work on so many projects. I came out of there clean.
Is it true that you made at the Commission of Inquiry?
Not so true. I've never been. Let them call the Ministry of Justice. Let them confirm this. If I've ever been indicted, let Ministry of Justice confirm that. I was never part of the Commission of Inquiry. Right. I've never.
All right. As we wrap up the program, when we go see this particular process done now?
I tell you now, the first thing when we talk now, immediately they release this report to we. We they send to the bank. and confirm say TY in specification in material and good or whatever the report say. That's what we interpret. We send them to the bank. The bank give we a final decision. We move on. We not get anything against TY.
Before you left with the last one, we respond to.
Yes.
They say as a secretary to the evaluation committee, now you single-handedly evaluate Duco Pro and give them 100% pass mark.
No, it's quite right untrue. When the bank has shown the letter, and they left this letter to Una because of evidence sake. When the bank reject the report 2 times, right? The minister get concerned. The leadership of the ministry get concerned. We went into a meeting at the MBSSC, the conference room. They said, do you allow us, don't let we rectify this thing. If you can get to the minister, it will tell you what happened there. Even when the minister, they tell them, say, we get to the bid security. He said, Kalon don't tell una say this bid security correct from Duco Pro. Right. If una not believe, una write the bank. The permanent secretary was against it. He said, you know, they right. The minister got fierce. The minister get vexed. He said, if waiting there na Kalon in hand, you say not correct. I don't give you the mandate now. Write Zenith Bank. At the end of the day, let me tell you 2 stories what happened. When Zenith Bank writes, the permanent secretary refused to acknowledge for tell people and say they don't receive the correct thing. When we come into a meeting and say, Mr. Permanent Secretary, sir, this is the letter from Zenith Bank for confirm say the bid security of Duco Pro is authentic.
All right. Plenty thank you for joining inside the program this morning. In name of Mohamed Kalon, in our procurement specialist, the Free Quality Education Secretary as we there. When we look at issue we get for the procurement of over 6,000 tablets then, but really democracy don't do justice because we may don't get the civil society we raise the concern, we don't get the company we at TY. Same way so we get Mr. Kalon inside the program this morning, we don't respond to all of the issues then we get for this procurement issue.